Welcome to the Sunrise Daybreakers tribe. We are making a connection to nature, a connection to source, and a connection to the community, and that community is you. I want to welcome you. This is the premiere of the Sunrise Daybreakers tribe, made for TV. I want to thank everybody again for joining me this morning. This is a momentous moment in my life. And this morning, I want to talk about better late than never. Now, stick with me. This is going to be a guided meditation. I'm also going to interact with the viewers, the live viewers that we have. I am also going to say a prayer at the end, but I'm going to lead a guided meditation of positive I am statements. The things that we can use, that we can utilize on a daily basis to be able to start achieving the dreams and the goals, that we have for our life. It took me 59 years to get to where I am right here today, standing in front of this camera, being able to stream to real TV, and to be able to have a nonprofit foundation that's a resource for positive transformational change. An opportunity for me to pay it forward and pay back, and to help teach others about the things that I did to be able to be here today and finally be what I would consider a good father, a role model, someone that I hope my kids look up to, that others can look up to, and that they can pattern themselves after my example. If you are feeling hopeless, or you are angry and resentful, and you have self-limiting thoughts, you can release all of that. It is not easy to do. This has been a long journey for myself. It started about 11 years ago, when I finally came to the bottom of the barrel for me, for my life. Okay? Now, I had experienced a lot of successes in my life, particularly professional, as well as family. I mean, I got married. I did that American dream thing, or really it's a dream for everybody. Get married to a good woman, have children, get a house, have a good job, support the family. But what happened was I had to learn how to act properly. Because what I was doing is I was being very selfish. And as a result of my selfishness and things that I didn't even realize that were going on in my subconscious mind, I was self-sabotaging myself. And I did that through alcohol and drugs. And that kind of behavior got me to the point where I ended up homeless 11 years ago. I was living in the woods. I had lost everything that I had to my name. And it was a very low spot for me. I didn't even think about becoming homeless. I mean, that was the furthest thing from my mind. And then I was so naive that I wasn't even realizing that my behavior was going to get me there, which it did. The message right now is, if you drink, please do not drive. Get a cab. Have a designated driver, okay? That's the first thing. So what happened is that I had to recognize that I was a failure. Now, at that time, those failures were wearing on me, and so for a bit of time, I continued to drink. Even after I went to jail, lost my job, lost the family relationships that I'd had. My kids wouldn't talk to me. And that's maybe one of the reasons I was drinking. I had an estranged relationship. They felt that I had abandoned them. And what the deal is that today there's a lot of absent fathers in their children's lives. It happens. It does happen. I have a granddaughter that has never seen her father. Never, ever. I don't know what it's like. I am blessed. I have my mother and my father. They're still here with me. Thank the Lord that they're still here on this earth, and that I can show them that, you know what, all those mistakes that I made, all that pain and suffering that I created for myself and everybody around me, that I could change, and that I could become the leader and the person that I was meant to be. I know that we all have seeds of greatness within us. We just have to nurture those seeds. We have to plant them in good soil. We have to water them. We have to trim them. Get rid of the self-limiting thinkings, the feeling sorry for ourselves. Replace them, and that's what we're going to do in a few moments, with new thinking. Rewrite the subconscious, because the subconscious is in fact, that's what we pretty much operate off of. Yeah, we're in a conscious, hopefully a high level of conscious awareness every moment, you know. And so by being in that conscious moment, a lot of the stuff that we react, and I don't like to react anymore, I like to respond versus react. I think it's more thoughtful, number one. And so I had to rewrite all this thinking, and I did it because I had to go through a bunch of tough stuff. I had to learn it in jail. I had to learn it in recovery, and use cognitive behavioral therapy to change my thinking and recognize that I had to rebuild all the thinking processes in my mind so that I could get a better perspective on life. So the first thing I had to acknowledge was that my life had become completely unmanageable. Completely. And that on my own will, I wasn't doing it. It wasn't cutting it. So what I had to do is I had to turn it over. I have a higher power. I call that God. Jesus Christ is my Savior. That's how I feel about it. Now, if you don't believe in my God, that's okay too. If you don't believe in Jesus, that's all right. I don't discriminate against that. But what I would say would be this. I believe that we're all referring to the same thing. Whether you call it God or whatever you might call it, whether it's Allah, Buddha, you know, whatever. There's all kinds of names. But when you get right down to it, what we are talking about here is the creative causation of everything. It's thought. Yeah. And God created us to be in His image. And so if we were created in His image, but we had flaws, that's why we made mistakes. It's okay. That's why Jesus came, so that we could forgive ourselves. Now, if you don't believe that, there again, okay. But this is my deal. I feel that because Jesus came and I accepted Him, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He sent His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Now, if God's willing to forgive me, why should I not forgive myself? And when I forgave myself for the mistakes and the poor choices that I'd made, I was freed from that burden of regret, anger, resentment, all the emotions that go with it. And then I learned to love myself. And when I learned to love myself, then I was able to love everybody else around me, and then they would benefit from that. As a father, in a lot of ways, I had failed. But those failures were opportunities to one step closer to success. That's how I look at it now. I've heard the statement, first attempt at learning. It might be the 50th attempt at learning when we fail. But if we learn from our mistakes and we use them as our strength, And then we recognize that the seeds of greatness in leadership is that we are to serve others, as Evan Carmichael says, built to serve. That's what I am. Now, it took a long time. It took me losing everything and having to rebuild it. And I made a conscious decision that said, hey, look, you want to be an asset to the community, not a liability. So I had to take certain steps. And as they say, at some of these we balked. And I did. I bucked. I tell ya, I drank again several times. Call it relapse, whatever. But the fact of the matter is today I don't drink, today I don't drug, and I do that because I honor God. And I respect everybody around me. So what I have to do is to let go of hiding behind the mask of deception and actually be real. And so that's what I do. It evolved. And as you watch these programs, and I'm going to ask you please to share this video if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, share the video out to the friends and the groups that you belong to. If you're watching on TV, I want you to come back. I want you to see the next broadcast because I'm going to be going through all the steps that I took, and I talk about empowerment. I talk about affirmations. That's what we're doing today. We're talking about I am statements, part of my healthy routine. And that's really where it all comes from, is having made a decision to not have a unhealthy routine like drinking beer first thing in the morning or taking drugs to hide my, pain and suffering. I now get up and thank God very first thing. That's the very first thing I do before my feet ever touch the ground. So I thank God for a brand new day. I ask him to give me the guidance that I need to have. Then I listen. I like audio visual, so I listen to videos that support what I'm trying to achieve of spiritual or motivational aspect. And then I come and I do these videos. Do guided affirmations on Mondays. I do empowerment on Tuesdays. I talk about health and wellness, the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves, mind, body, and soul on Wednesdays. Wednesday evenings, I have Dr. Jenny. Ask Dr. Jenny show. Join us for that. 7 p.m. Eastern. We talk free medical advice of the things that we can do to prevent chronic illness, to get ourselves healthy, to boost our immune system, so that we can be the best us, so that we can be the best for others, right? And then Thursday, we have to have a gratitude. Thankful Thursday and love on Fridays. And when you put all of that together, affirmations, meditation, empowerment, health and wellness, gratitude, and love, makes for a really great routine. It makes for an exceptional routine. And you can do it no matter whether you feel right this minute that you can't do it. You, in fact, can do it. I believe in you. I love you. God loves you. Lots of people love you. This might sound harsh, but stop. If you're feeling sorry for yourself, stop. It's easy to say, harder to do. Listen to us. Allow these words to melt into your brain so that you start applying them, get into a regular routine of doing this stuff that I'm going to teach you about and share with you. And your life can become anything you choose. That's why we heard that statement. You can have whatever you want if you put in the work. And that's where empowerment and taking action takes place. I really appreciate everybody, It was a long process then. And a lot of grief and a lot of pain. A strange relationship with my family, with my kids. But what I recognize is that it was super important for me to become that asset in the community. And so I started doing a healthy routine. I was homeless, so then I had to go get a job and make some money. I had to work myself back into the business that I'd started, nonetheless. Because, of course, I lost the business, lost total control of that. I had to work my way back to all of it. It's a daily thing of a routine that nurtures myself and allows me to become the person that I am so that I can be a servant of the people, a servant of God, a servant to the community. And with that, there is so much joy and happiness and fulfillment. It's beyond measure. And when 4 years ago, I'm thinking 4 years ago, I said to my friends, I said, I am going to go public. Well, I had no idea what that meant. I just didn't know. And I prayed, Lord, help me do the right stuff. All right, we're kind of getting back there. We're working. You know, I got a place to stay. I'm not on the street anymore. Now let's take this next step. Let's make this business that I started really big. Let's get them on TV. Let's be the household name, right? I had no idea I'd be standing here today, June 30th, 2020, sharing this with you and having this as a premiere for the TV show, to be broadcasting on real TV. How awesome is that? That's an example of, if you put your mind to it, you put out an intention, and when that intention gets answered by God, a lot of the time it's way bigger than we ever expected, and we didn't even know. We had no idea. It comes back huge, and it sometimes comes back in a different way than we expected. I had no idea that this was the answer. But I'm proud. I am proud. I'm not egotistical, but I'm proud, right? I'm proud of the fact that my mother doesn't go to bed every single night going, I don't know if my son's going to be alive tomorrow because of my behavior. We can be the leaders that we're meant to be. And we can be good people. And it starts with forgiving yourself. And for me, turning it over. I highly suggest you have a higher power. And if you have a higher power, turn your will and your life over to the care of that higher power as you know it. And then start taking action. If you sit around and do nothing and don't step into your fears and don't step out of that comfort zone, nothing will ever change for you. And so I want whatever you want. That's what I want for you. It can be had. I'm here to tell you. So I want to thank everybody who's been joining me now. I'm going to interact with the viewers right now. I appreciate you, and that's what keeps me going, by the way. I'm open to learn and to grow and to become a better person, and I do that through community. Nature is healing for me. We're welcoming in a brand new day. The sun's coming up. And because I am transparent now, I plan to go to the celery fields right around the corner here, but I couldn't get out there this morning. I thought, dang it. Well, so look forward to me getting to the celery fields. An unobstructed view of the sun coming up, the lions roaring, the birds chirping. It's exceptional. We'll get there. We will get there. Did I totally lose my mind over it? No. Did I get frustrated for a minute? Yes. But you know what? Things happen, and it's okay. It's how we respond that makes the difference. All right. Thank you. And of course, go figure, the next step. I can't see a single comment. Okay, so that's just how that goes. So I see no comments, but that's all right. So what I'll do is this. What I'm going to do is read some affirmation statements. I'd like you to get ready for this meditation. Get yourself comfortable, okay? I want you to get in a comfortable seat, sit on the ground, whatever. We're going to do some breathing exercises first. I want you to get comfortable, and by doing some deep breathing, you're going to be able to put oxygen into your blood cells and into your brain. It's going to help you be a little bit more calmer. I'd like you to follow along and repeat these statements after me. These affirmations I use on a daily basis. It's about being repetitive. It's about saying them over and over and over. That's the key to meditation and affirmation, and it allows us to get within ourselves. So we're going to start with taking some deep breaths, and then I'll just have you repeat after me. And then at the end of this, I will have a prayer. I apologize on Facebook's behalf because, you know, I was going to read some Facebook comments and I can't see them at this moment. But at the end of this, I'll just have the opportunity to be watching the sun come up, listening to these birds singing, making that connection to nature and welcoming in a brand new day. And then I'll go back and I'll catch some of these comments and I'll know what's going on here, okay? Because I know that it's important to me to let you know that I appreciate you. I do see that Adam, our dyspraxic champion, is with us. I do see that Sandy Sue is with us all the way from Australia. I do see, and by the way, Adam's from the UK, Emmanuel Laverty, helping us to spread the message. He is the director of marketing. Thank you, Manny, for being here. He had a dream. Part of this dream is us being together now. He didn't realize that at the time. He had no idea. But you know what? God works in mysterious and wonderful ways. And so, bingo, here we are. Helping each other, help others. That's what we do. All right, let's take some deep breaths now. Get ready. We'll do meditation. You want to breathe in through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. You want to take a couple deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. You want to feel that air just going over your nostrils and filling up your lungs. And when you exhale, you're going to exhale all the negativity, all your worries. Just release them in that breath. And you'll feel your tummy. You'll feel it suck in. I am enough. I am happy. I am healthy. My relationships are loving experiences. I am kind to my children, my spouse, my family. I am a positive influence on my friends. I am a positive influence on my children. I am a loving person. I am enjoying being with others. I am having healthy relationships with others. I am mending broken relationships. My relationships are meaningful. My intentions are honorable. I am a good person. I am kind. I am compassionate. I am enough. I am respectful to my partner. I am respectful to my children. I am respectful to my friends. I am respectful. I am understanding. And I am enjoying my life. Now when you're ready, you can just go ahead. If you had your eyes closed, you can open them back up. In just a moment, I'll take a look here at the comments because I do want to comment on some people's comments, and I want to acknowledge everybody that I can see. I'd like to pray before we go to the point where we're going to watch the sun continue to come up. Welcome in a brand new day. I'm glad that you're right here. You're present in this moment. I believe that they call the present because it's a gift. We have the opportunity to paint the canvas of this picture any way we choose. Let's choose it to be painted with gratitude, with love, with respect, with achieving our dreams, achieving our goals. And if you'd like to pray with me, you can. I give all the glory to God because of the fact that I turned my life and my will over to the care of God and said, I want to go public, not knowing what it meant. I want to serve others and be an asset to my community, not really knowing what that meant. He answered my prayers in abundance, and I am so grateful and happy. And it's so much more fun than being drunk and in despair and out of my mind. I want you to be happy. I want you to enjoy your life. And I'll do everything that I can to help you achieve those goals. And if you're already happy and you're already enjoying your life, let's make it even better. Let's get to know each other if we don't know each other yet. Because I learn and I grow from the people that I meet. So I'll pray this quick prayer. I'm going to then just let there be a quiet time for a few moments. I'm going to come back in just a few moments too, because I do want to acknowledge the viewers and mention some of the comments. Here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, Lord, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours. The Lord's Prayer. I'm just going to allow now for this connection to nature. Allow these words to resonate in your mind. If you want affirmation statements, we have them available, free download, on our website. We have a website, www.lwnfoundation.org. Go check it out. We've got lots of good information there, several blogs about volunteering, blogs about our kids, how our kids need us, how it's important for us to be the best that we can be. Recognize that today is all we have. You can make a difference, but you have to take action. And the past is a memory at this point. The future is not guaranteed to us. So that leaves us with right now, the present moment. So let's seize the present moment. Make the best of it. I'm sure many of you have heard the saying, live, love, and laugh. Let's enjoy each moment like it's our last, because we're not guaranteed the future. Let's make the best of what we have right now. In the meantime, you can connect to nature. And I will be right back. I'm going to look at these comments, and I'll be back with a closing statement here in just a few moments. I want to thank everybody that's just joining us. We're talking about better late than never. I shared my story about how I was absent in my children's life. Some of them don't talk to me yet, but I've mended relationships too. With my kids, with my family. Some of us might be saying, I don't want to talk to that person ever again in my life. Well, that's understandable. But when you find who you really are love. We're made from love. God loved us. He gave us the opportunity to be here to make a difference and to learn and to grow. And when we realized that our painful past was the opportunity to make us stronger for today, life starts being enjoyable. All right. Just enjoy this connection to nature. I will be back in just a moment. I would love to thank everybody that took time to come and join me this morning. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's one of the things I said. I guess I'm not saying that affirmation enough because we got to get rid of those ums. There's no about it. If you feel worthless, if you feel like you're a failure, if you feel like you've made so many mistakes that nobody could forgive you, that you never could do better, don't give up. Don't give up. Like Ruben Lowing, thank you for joining us this morning, Ruben, as well. Talks about picturing it. And that's what I talked about. Today is a brand new day. We can paint the canvas of this picture any way we choose. With the affirmations, it's about repeating them consistently, daily. We've got them on the website. You can download them. But repeating them on a daily basis is going to make a huge difference. What you have to actually do, though, is to visualize in your mind's eye, third eye. You have to believe and have faith that they're already there. Now all it is that intention is already manifested. Now all it takes is actually just the steps to get there. I love the reverse engineering concept. Okay, we're here. That's it. It's achieved. Now I have to do all these things to make sure that happens properly. So it is about taking those action steps. Okay, you know, did God hit you, smack you upside the head like he did me, send you to jail, make you homeless, lose everything you ever had? Maybe you didn't get there, and I hope that you didn't. But if you did, that was the wake-up call. If you've done things that you weren't proud of, that's understandable. It happens, okay? It does happen. But you know what? That's not really who we are. That's who we are because of the things that might have happened to us, and you can work through that. That's what the LWN, Live with Nature Foundation, plans to do, is to be that complete resource, to be the answer, and to help you get the resources that you need. Is it the mental health consultation? Is it the health and wellness, eating and sleeping and taking care of your mind, body, and spirit? Is it the housing? Is it helping you get off the street? Yeah, all those things are things that we will do. We're going to start with the referral center. We're in the process of opening a referral center on Main Street here in Sarasota. Help people get the resources that they need so that they can have the opportunity to get their life back. I was blessed to get my life back, coming from hating myself, wanting to be dead every night, saying, you suck, to, you know what, waking up every morning excited, looking forward to learning something new, and enjoying everyday life. We're supposed to enjoy our everyday life, and I want that for you. We've got mosquitoes flying around. By the way, it's super hot already. It was 81 degrees, feeling like 90 at 4 a.m. when I got up. Oh my gosh, that's okay. I want to thank everybody who comes. Don't give up on yourself. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Okay, start by forgiving yourself. Work on releasing the self-limiting thoughts. If you want help, reach out and ask us. Send us a direct message. Leave us a message. Go to our website. Send us an email. Whatever you want to do. We are here. We're built to serve you. That's our job. Let us know how we can help you better. Remember to share this out. Tell your friends about this stuff. I am grateful to God to be standing here today on the premiere of my first TV show ever. Ever. Wow. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for this day. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Because if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be standing here either, because you helped to reinforce me and keep me going and make sure that I'm doing the right thing, right? It's a blessing. By the way, special shout out to Emmanuel Laverty. Let's start with him. Okay, thank you, Emmanuel Laverty, for all that you have been doing to help us get to where we are today. Thank you, sir. Thank you to my brother, Randy Smith. He's helping me as well. Thank you to Sandy Sue. Been watching these videos for 2.5 years. Thank you. Welcome to the brand new live TV show. The Sunrise Daybreakers Tribe, that's who you are. We appreciate you. And the special big time thanks. Couple people was really Misty Lane, third runner up next to Impactor. Misty Lane, thank you for inviting me to become part of the E360 TV network distribution. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron Himes, the owner of E360, for trusting in me to be able to do what I'm embarking on doing, and that is spreading the message of hope, spreading the message of love, and letting you know that you count. Positive transformational change can happen, but you have to take action. Let's take action today to make life a little bit better. Start with writing down your intentions. Start by repeating affirmation statements that will affirm that truth. Start working towards a healthier lifestyle and a healthy routine. And surround yourself with the people you want to be like. And be patient. It takes time, okay? Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. God bless you. Let's have a great day. Let's make it as good as we can make it. Come back next week. We'll see you then. My name is Stephen Smith. You've been watching the LWN Live with Nature streaming TV network. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Have an exceptional day. Let's do it. I'll see you again soon. This is Stephen Smith. I'm signing off from Sarasota, Florida. Take care. Bye for now.